Hey, this is Charles on Yet. I'm playing PlanetSide 2 for review. This is post-launch. This game just came out, and if you're not familiar with PlanetSide 2, it is a MMO shooter. So it is entirely PvP-based. There's no PvE in this game. You do not fight computer-controlled opponents or anything like that. It is all about PvP between 3 factions, and you have a number of different classes. As you can see, there is a giant aircraft floating here. You can also pilot vehicles. Tanks, aircraft, buggies, things like that. You see transports as well, so that you can move large numbers of people between battlefields. And the draw of the game is the fact that you can have so many people in a fight. The scale of the combat here is really what's impressive. You can see this is kind of our my faction's main base with a bunch of people just randomly standing around. But you can get into the action pretty quickly, which I will show off right now. I still have these tutorial menus up. The game doesn't do a very good job of kind of explaining what you're supposed to do or how you're supposed to do it, but once you figure that out, it's actually really, really interesting, a very unique kind of shooting experience. So with this little instant action menu down here, I can basically pick where I want to go. You can see my faction is red, so we have all of this territory up here, and here is the territory under control of my adversaries. We are actually doing pretty well. It seems like we almost have kind of half of the zone under our control. Each little zone here also gives us bonuses, which you can see in kind of the left area there. So there is more of an advantage to capturing specific zones of territory aside from just, hey, now we have more territory. So it looks like we are defending in this case, so there's kind of a two-way attack going here. This station appears to maybe be under attack, which is right in the middle of enemy territory, and then there's some kind of combat going on over here, so it looks like something crazy is happening in this area. So I am going to deploy down here, just hit this, and there's a little countdown, and then I will go in via drop pod directly into the battle. So let this count down, and here I go. Just a simple loading screen. I'm on one of 3 continents. There are 3 continents in the game. All that area you saw was one continent, so you can transition between those fairly easily as well. So see, there's actually a fight going on here. I'm probably going to get killed lone wolfing in this game, or basically heading out into combat by yourself is a okay. What just happened? The game is still a little buggy. That guy was kind of freaking out a little bit, like he forked an outlet, or so he's still freaking out down there. So going out on your own is just not really going to work. You should also join a squad too, so that you basically can, well, it helps for spawning, it helps just for staying together, so I'm going to join this one. You can just do that by accessing this little menu on your main menu. So I'm going to go back to the map, deployment, and pick a spot. So it looks like there's some kind of battle going on over here. I can spawn fairly nearby at a Sunderer, which is, as you'll see, this guy, kind of a mobile spawning platform. So that really helps out with keeping the pressure on an enemy while you've got a fight going on. So I have a couple friends nearby here. You can see there's just a whole bunch of people zoning in. Crazy lighting effects, obviously sci-fi moons and such in the background. We've got aircraft, oh god, we've got aircraft up there. Seem to be right in the middle of a battle. I am a medic right now, so what I just used there, which was that glowing green stuff, was my class ability, so that I can heal people, myself included, who are nearby. So I'm going to follow my squad up here. So I'm best at supporting. I also have, you know, a main weapon here. I have a sidearm, and I have a healing tool. And this will, when I'm nearby, when I'm close to someone, I can heal them. And if they die, I can revive them. And hopefully I can get into a fight here without getting horribly murdered, because it doesn't take much to die here. You can see the interface there, and I get points, I get XP for healing people. There you could see a light assault class just kind of jetpack over over top there. Looks like these guys are not doing so well. This guy needs some healing. Nope, 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 nope. Oh my god. There we go. Sorry, that took a little bit. Oh god. Oh, we're all dead. Battle rank 18. That guy's been playing for quite a bit. So I can switch between classes very easily too, and here you'll just get an overview of what the classes are. You get the infiltrator, who's kind of like he can cloak, has a sniper rifle, light assault, combat medic, that's what I'm playing. You get an engineer, somebody who can follow around tanks and repair them. And you can also use tanks as mobile cover, so if you get a bunch of tanks together, it's easier to assault enemy positions and push forward while you take cover behind the tanks as they move, and the engineers are sitting back there repairing. Of course, if there are a bunch of snipers shooting at you, that makes that a lot more challenging. I also have there's a heavy assault class here who can basically deploy a shield of invulnerability for a little bit, which makes it pretty challenging to take them down in one-on-one combat. They're very good for pushing enemies out of buildings and things like that. And also, so are the max suits. These guys are much slower, but obviously, as you can see, have much heavier weapons. Of course, if you pick to play as this class, as soon as you show up on a battlefield, pretty much everyone is going to start firing at you. So you become a target. And this is a free-to-play game. There's a microtransaction system in there, but you also get cert points. The real money stuff is the station cash. I obviously have none of that. But by gaining experience, you get cert points, which you can then use to buy certifications for a lot. There is a lot to buy in this game. So I have, my basic loadout here, but this weapon has a cert menu associated with it. So if I actually saved up, I could buy additional parts for this weapon if I wanted to. I can also buy a whole bunch of stuff for my class as well to make me more effective, like this little applicator tool. Go to certs, and then you can see I have all these menus where I can upgrade things. I can purchase an advanced shield capacitor in this case, flak armor, so I can definitely upgrade myself in a whole bunch of different ways. I can actually afford some of these, some scopes. I'm not going to get them right now, but yeah, a whole bunch of ways to upgrade each class. So as you do specialize with a particular class, you can obviously get better with it, and then lots of new weapons to take as you continue playing with the class, as you continue to gain certifications, or I guess you can just directly buy them if you're impatient. Although there is a level cap on some of that stuff anyway. Also, vehicles. So here are some of the vehicles I was talking about. You can see some aircraft as well. And these also have certification trees. So if you're very fond of using a particular vehicle, you can start unlocking bonuses for them. So if you like the lightning tank, for instance, you can customize loadouts. I only have this turret. Are there more turrets? But yeah, so you'll have cert trees associated with the vehicles as well. So there's a lot to go through here. And unlock as you play, which, but the main draw of the game is getting into huge fights. But if you do continue to dedicate yourself to the game, you'll have a lot more options for combat. Although SOE has said that it doesn't necessarily mean you will have many better options for combat. It's just kind of every item is built as sort of a trade-off. So, you'll have one that's maybe much more accurate, but perhaps each shot doesn't quite do as much damage with a weapon or something like that, to discourage the behavior tendency of people to just pay a bunch of money to immediately be the most deadly player on the battlefield. That is and I haven't tried, every weapon, so I don't know if that's necessarily true. That's just what SOE has been saying. I will say it is difficult for a single player to really have much of an effect on a battle. It's much more about team play, and hopefully I don't instantly die when I get up here, but I would like to try and revive this guy. Oh my goodness. So this base is under enemy control up here, and we are attacking it, and I am absolutely under attack here. Trying to repair myself and get out of the way of whoever is attacking me, and that didn't work. And I basically just went against exactly what I was saying before, which is that you really need to be in a team to be effective. Let's see if there's a better place to spawn. I don't think so. So I'm gonna come back here and see if I can actually get into a better position. Obviously, my strongest position is... oh my god, everyone's dead. Is with teammates. Here, I can actually revive this guy. So you see, there's just a short delay in revive, and then they can accept the revive, and if they do... Oh, that guy disappeared. If they do, then I would get experience for that, so I'm rewarded for playing my class role. I don't see any vehicle spawners here, but it's pretty easy to spawn vehicles. You know, it's not... You just gain points and things like that that you can then use to spawn tanks and transports so that you can get around the map a little more easily and obviously push into entrenched enemy positions. Of course, they're probably... also going to be rolling around tanks and everything. So it looks like we're kind of congregating on this bridge. We really do need some vehicle support. But the fact that you can just kind of go, you know, wherever you want to for the most... Oh, there's a guy coming right down the hill there. I'm going to see if I can actually take him out. Don't think that worked. Is he still over there? Oh, there's somebody up there. Oh my god, I need to get out of here. This is terrible. Uh-oh. Oh no. Please don't see me. Keep going. Nope, don't turn. Don't turn. Don't turn over here. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a terrible position to be in. Why did I go over here? My medic skills are useless to me. Whoops. See if anyone's decided to follow the tanks, and maybe I... Ow! That guy's waiting for me. So, I mean, part of the draw of the game is just to come into these huge dynamic battles, you know. Every time you log in, you're not really sure what you're going to find, but you know there's going to be a huge war going on somewhere. I don't really have many weapons to attack that tank. Somehow I got out of there without dying. But yeah, finding these gigantic battles to participate in can be really fun, especially when you're actually able to take something over, because it really does require such an effort from your team to walk into a base, capture the multiple points within it, and then hold them for long enough so that control of that territory actually does transition over to your team, and then you get a nice big XP bonus as well. Looks like... Nope. Back up a little bit here. I don't know if anyone's actually following me. That's probably a really terrible place to stand, so I'm not going to stand there. Looks like we're pretty pinned down in this area, so I don't know if we're really going to be able to do that much damage. I did get a kill assist, though. Oh, unfortunately, I ran directly across open ground and was horribly murdered by a tank. And unfortunately, right after I was killed there, I was booted from the server, and I can't seem to log back in. So, I mean, the game has been having some technical issues at launch. I've been having connection errors pretty frequently the second day after launch, which hopefully all get worked out soon by SOE. I will continue to post review updates on IGN.com and record more videos as I keep playing, so you can check in for ongoing impressions until I'm finally ready to post a full review. In the meantime, if you want to play the game, it's free. PlanetSide2.com. Just go here, click play. I would recommend doing so.